I'm excited for the potential volume it's going to bring to the XRP ledger now that they have a severely better and better functioning NFT marketplace.
The Mastercard Swift discussion, the CEO had actually flat out said no when asked if Swift will exist in 5 years' time.
REMAX will accept payments in crypto through a sponsorship with Swapin.
JP Morgan, the dirtiest dogs in the game, they're finally capitulating to Bitcoin bullishness. Where you can kind of see that we're in a bit of a range, and this is indicative of accumulation and distribution, which means that people are buying and selling, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's also known as consolidation, and that's actually good for price. So we could see some support out of here, and we could see a springboard and see this thing shoot up.
Hey, I'm at the Reaper Steven.
No, it's not how we start this.
Isn't that how we started every other time?
No, my guy. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm lying. I fucked it up. My bad.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is at the Reaper Steven.
This is Ace coming at you with Reaper Radio, discussing all things crypto and DeFi. All right, so let's get right into the market news and analysis. Steven, what do you got for us today?
We got a pretty cool article about the XLS20D coming to the XRP ledger. Pretty excited about this. This is going to bring the NFT marketplaces into a bit of a modern day tech, if you will. So with the proposed XLS20 being approved, it's going to add extra features that OpenSea already has, like automatic royalties. And one of the things that is actually really interesting that I didn't know was co-ownerships of asset and more without the need for smart contracts. I think that's pretty cool that you're going to be able to fractionalize an NFT and potentially own it together with friends. It might get a little sticky if you want to buy a friend out and they ask for a ridiculous amount, but to each their own. I would probably just buy it myself, but I still think that's a cool feature to be added. Matt, what do you think, man? I know you're not the biggest NFT guy, but what's this saying to you?
You know what's funny is I had just bought a bunch of XRPL NFTs. Well, not really a bunch, just a couple of them. And like I had seen this article come out, and I'm like, are you serious? You guys gonna fix this? What's gonna happen to our stuff? So it's cool that they're making it there's some stuff that's coming out in terms of what they're working on. But what I really like about this technology and what they're doing with these adjustments is they're giving us more options. And the fractionalized NFTs, if you think about it, the REIT funds. I know all you investment managers and you BlackRock folk and you Vanguard folk might tremble at that, but you probably should. It's better, more efficient technology. So I think it's going to be cool. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited for the potential volume it's going to bring to the XRP ledger now that they have a severely better and better functioning NFT marketplace.
Yeah, fiat on-ramping. Ooh, hey, wait a minute. You know what that brings me to?
Our
next article. Hey. So here's the thing about Mastercard and Swift. So there's some stuff going on in Davos right now. You guys know about the WEEF and all those other WEEFy people over there. So this is really interesting. The Mastercard Swift discussion, the CEO had actually flat out said, he answered no when asked if Swift, the current interbank messaging system that allows for cross-border payments, will exist in 5 years' time. So it's likely that, because for those of you who have been paying attention to cryptocurrency, we're likely to see an evolution in financial technology, and he's hinting at this, and they're hinting at this at Davos. So, and for those of us who have been following the XRP case, we kind of know that some of this stuff, where we're going with this, and they're getting into discussions about CBDCs, which I think is really cool. And here's the thing. I think for those of us who are apprehensive about the CBDC and the one world currency thing, we really got to think about this: is who's controlling the technology. If these people are building on decentralized systems, they're kind of putting themselves at the advantage of the network, not necessarily keeping it under control. So I think it's going to be productive, and I'd like to see where it goes.
Up next, we've got one of my favorite things, as you know, crypto integration into the real world. Absolutely love it. REMAX will accept payments in crypto through a sponsorship with Swapin. Now, there were a couple good things in this article. There were a couple things that I didn't like as well, but something I found pretty funny is they call your crypto high value crypto belongings.
Like birthing persons.
Not assets, not tokens, not whatever other term we want to insert here, but
it's like the knickknacks in your
belongings.
drawer.
Yeah.
It's crazy, these guys.
So they're saying that they're going to do a B2B and B2C, which I like, the whole business to business aspect, so that people can use their crypto to buy houses. However, there are a couple points that they lost me in here. Like, they're going to offer a service to help you get the money from your crypto into your bank. And I feel like, doesn't everyone already do that anyways? I don't need necessarily a special service to do that. But I do like the fact that this is, it's going to drag us into more of a modern age where we're able to leverage or use our crypto for, home purchases, car purchases. They talk in here about this Swapin company right here. Swapin has been partnering with several companies in the wealth sector, including investment, luxury items, and property. So, we're starting to see at least a certain level of adoption. We're not quite there yet. We still need the big dogs to get into it. But seeing things like this makes me really bullish on crypto long term.
All right, so on to our next point. This one's going to be interesting. We were just talking about BlackRock and all these institutions and all that good stuff. All right, so here we go. JP Morgan. JP Morgan, the dirtiest dogs in the game, the same institution that was fined almost $1 billion for sitting there shorting silver for as long as they did. Slap on the wrist. They're finally capitulating to Bitcoin bullishness. Their analysts are saying that Bitcoin has a 28% potential upside price action or price target at 38,000 on the Bitcoin. So giving a bullish price target on Bitcoin is kind of interesting. So, JP Morgan and their CEO, Jamie Dimon, which, by the way, I'm not a big fan of, they are coming out here and they're kind of switching their sentiments a little bit. And what I find really interesting is that the Terra Luna situation, they were going to be getting involved in this. And so the way that some of these people like to write these articles, which I find interesting, is before they go into talking about how JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon were saying that crypto was a fraud, they're over here talking about, oh, we were going to invest in Terra Luna. You really got to be careful about how they editorialize some of these arguments and some of these statements in some of these articles that you read. Regardless of whether or not what product they were going to invest in, it's pretty obvious that they're changing their sentiments. So, and not only that, a lot of their customers are demanding it. And you know what, Jamie, you're kind of a jerk. And you know what, I'm really glad that I closed my account at JP Morgan Chase because I really got tired of watching you guys short silver every night. So eat it. All right, guys. So for our final part today, we're going to talk about the Bitcoin price. And, you got these banks talking about it too. All right, let's take a look at this. So what's fascinating is markets move in rhythms and patterns. And you can kind of tell about those rhythms based off of some of the commentary that's made in the public and how investors react to it. So obviously what we see here is we're seeing a bounce in the Bitcoin price. And if we scroll down, and we take a look at some of the price action here, you can kind of see that there's a reaction to price that's favorable. We had a lot of bearish activity in the price coming down over an extended period of time, and typically what happens, what goes down also comes up. And then taking a look at our other chart here, you can kind of see that we're in a bit of a range. And this is indicative of accumulation and distribution, which means that people are buying and selling, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's also known as consolidation, and that's actually good for price. So we could see some support out of here, and we could see a springboard and see this thing shoot up.
I'm at the Reaper Steven on Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe below. Drop us a like and a comment. Really appreciate it.
And I'm AceX147 on Twitter. Be sure to give us all a follow, okay?
That's amazing.